So, does it ever feel like there's an invisible wall holding you back? On the other side is everything you want: a new car without a predatory interest rate, the freedom to rent the apartment you actually want, maybe even your dream home. But that wall is your credit score. You see financial opportunities slip through your fingers, all because of a 3-digit number that feels totally out of your control. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And I promise you, it is absolutely possible to take control. In fact, what if I told you that you could start seeing your score go up this week? Not in a year, not in 6 months, but right now. In this video, I'm giving you the complete blueprint. This isn't just a random list of tips. This is the definitive guide to both the quick fixes that can boost your score fast and the long-term strategies you need to build a rock-solid credit profile that unlocks real financial freedom. We're going to break it all down into simple, actionable steps you can use the second this video is over. Let's get into it. Before we get to the how, we have to understand the why. What even is a credit score? Think of it as your financial report card. It's a number, usually between 300 and 850, that tells lenders how likely you are to pay them back. A higher score means you look like a responsible borrower, which gets you better interest rates and saves you thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. This is the real-world money stuff they should have taught us in school. The score is calculated by FICO, and it's made up of 5 key parts. Knowing them is the first step to winning the game. First, and the most important, is your payment history. This is a massive 35% of your score. It's simple. Do you pay your bills on time? Second is amounts owed, or what's known as credit utilization. This is 30% of your score. It's not just about how much debt you have, but how much of your available credit you're actually using. Third is the length of your credit history, making up 15%. Lenders love to see a long, stable track record of you handling credit well. Fourth is your credit mix at 10%. This just means having a healthy variety of credit types like credit cards and installment loans. Think a car loan or a mortgage. And finally, new credit makes up the last 10%. This tracks how often you're applying for new lines of credit. It might seem complicated, but once you know the rules, you can start using them to your advantage. And we're going to start with the easy wins. All right, now for the things you can do today to see a real change. These are powerful, fast-acting strategies to get your score moving up. Step 1. Become a credit detective. You would be shocked at how many credit reports have errors. We're talking incorrect balances, payments marked late that were on time, even accounts that aren't yours. These mistakes can be unfairly dragging your score down. By law, you can get a free credit report every single week from all 3 major bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Go to annualcreditreport.com, pull all 3, and scan them like a hawk. If you find an error, dispute it with the bureau immediately. Getting even one mistake removed can make your score jump. This is the lowest hanging fruit, so pick it first. Plus, here's a huge update. Most paid and unpaid medical collection debt under $500 has now been removed from credit reports, which gave millions of people an automatic score boost. Step 2. Master your utilization ratio. Remember that amounts owed category? This is home to your credit utilization ratio, the second biggest piece of your score. The classic rule of thumb is to keep your total balance below 30% of your total credit limit. So, on a credit card with a $10,000 limit, you never want the balance to go over $3,000. But here's a pro tip. People with the very best scores, they often keep it under 10%. Here are 2 powerful ways to lower your utilization fast. First, pay your bill before the statement closing date. Most card companies report your balance on your statement date. If you pay it down right before that, you make it look like you're using way less credit. Second, call your credit card company and ask for a credit limit increase. As long as you don't spend more, a higher limit instantly drops your utilization percentage. If your limit goes from $5,000 to $10,000, your $2,000 balance just went from a scary 40% utilization down to a healthy 20%. Step 3. The authorized user hack. This is one of the best ways to solve that classic chicken and egg problem. You need a good score to get credit, but you need credit to build a score. If you have a trusted family member or partner with a great credit history, ask them to add you as an authorized user on one of their oldest cards. You don't even have to use the card. Their good habits, the age of their account, their low utilization, their perfect payment history, get copied onto your credit report and can give you a serious boost. Step 4. Get credit for bills you already pay. For years, paying things like rent and utilities on time did absolutely nothing for your credit score. That has finally changed. Services like 𝐔𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒 let you connect your bank account to get official credit for paying your rent, phone, and even streaming service bills on time. It only reports positive payments, so it can't hurt your score, only help. It's a brilliant way to add more positive history to your file without taking on an ounce of new debt. Those were the quick fixes. They work, and they work fast. But now, we have to talk about building a credit score that isn't just good, but bulletproof. This is about creating habits that will serve you for the rest of your life. Step 5, the golden rule: pay on time, always. I'm going to say this again because it is everything. Your payment history is 35% of your score. It's the king. A single payment that's 30 days late can torpedo your score and haunt your report for 7 years. In this day and age, there's a simple fix. Go set up automatic payments for at least the minimum due on every single one of your accounts. Right now. This is your safety net. You can always pay more later, but autopay ensures you will never, ever forget a due date. This one simple habit is the foundation of an elite credit score. Step 6. Become a collector of old accounts. This is a classic mistake. Someone finally pays off a credit card, and, in a moment of victory, they close the account. Please do not do this. Remember, 15% of your score is the length of your credit history. When you close an old account, you erase a piece of that history. Your average account age drops, and that can hurt your score. Think of your old zero-balance credit cards like trophies. Keep them open. Maybe use each one for a tiny purchase every 6 months, a coffee, a pack of gum, and pay it off immediately. This keeps the account active and preserves your hard-earned credit history. Step 7. The don't look desperate rule. Limit new applications. Every time you apply for new credit, it triggers a hard inquiry on your report, which can cause a small, temporary dip in your score. 1 or 2 a year is no big deal. But applying for 5 different cards in a month makes you look desperate to lenders, and that signals risk. Be strategic. Only apply for credit when you actually need it and you're pretty sure you'll be approved. Don't get suckered by that save 10% on your purchase today offer at the checkout counter unless you've actually thought it through. What if you're a student, new to the country, or just never had credit before? You might have a thin file, which just means the credit bureaus don't have enough data on you. Here's exactly how you build a score from scratch. Solution 1. A secured credit card. This is the single best tool for building credit from zero. It works like this. You give the bank a small security deposit, say $200, and that $200 becomes your credit limit. You then use it like a normal credit card for small purchases. And, this is the most important part, you pay the bill on time, every single time. After 6 to 12 months of responsible use, the bank will likely upgrade you to a regular unsecured card and refund your deposit. Just make sure the card you choose reports to all 3 major credit bureaus. Solution 2. A credit builder loan. This is another fantastic tool designed specifically for this situation. A bank lends you a small amount of money, but instead of giving it to you up front, they put it in a locked savings account. You then make small monthly payments for a set period, like 6 to 24 months. Every on-time payment gets reported to the credit bureaus. At the end of the term, the bank releases the money to you. You've now proven you can make consistent payments and have built a positive credit history out of thin air. Building a great credit score isn't some big mystery, and it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Let's recap the blueprint. Start with the quick wins. Scrub your credit reports for errors, slash your credit utilization, and see if you can get added as an authorized user or use a tool like 𝐔𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒. Then, lock in the long-term habits that build a fortress of credit. Use autopay so you are never late. Keep your old accounts open to build a long history, and be thoughtful about when you apply for new credit. And if you're starting from scratch, a secured card or a credit builder loan is your guaranteed first step. Your credit score is so much more than a number. It's a key. It's the key that unlocks lower interest rates, better housing, and ultimately, your biggest financial goals. You have the blueprint. Now go build something great.